Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. So I've done already guides for all the sector feats, all the boss feats and some as well additional videos there on data disks. So this is kind of more like the final concluding video here for this Conquest run 13, where I want to kind of still complete those missing feats that I didn't do yet. Because I did do the Mark feat initially, but it was bugged, and it looks like with the Wednesday's update for the game, this feat now was fixed, so I can go ahead and complete it. So I'll show you that first, and then of course we get those two other feats there, global feats for critical over buffs and as well massively overpowered, because for those to get those to data disk you have to first complete other global feats. So I'm now kind of towards the end of Conquest, so I did unlock those data disks, and again I'll show you that. And then finally I just want to show you how you can preload the energy, Conquest energy, so whenever the next Conquest is back that you start with 300 energy to begin with, so you can do this last day before this Conquest ends, so you know you get a jump start to begin with. But anyway, let's just first get started now with this Mark feat versus Lord Vader. This is probably, I would say, the hardest battle in the whole Conquest, for me at least. So here are these are the discs I'll be going with in. So we got stacking offense, which goes nicely with offensive buffs disc as well. Then defensive formation, so whenever we attack out of turn, recovering some protection. Then stacking fervor, again whenever we attack out of turn, more stacking offense. And then starting with 2 entrenched data discs, and finally reader's resolve, very important, that will boost my Jedi Master Luke a lot. So you know he can survive, he can take hits, and boost his damage as well. So this is the 1x1 Mark feat that you do have to complete. So this is the team I'll be going in with. Obviously Master Luke there for his efflux, ability blocks and things like that. Then we got Anakin. I really modded him from potency this time, so hopefully his basic can keep landing healing immunity on people, so Royal Guard does not keep healing them up. Shakti is there for the clans. Revan is there for the clans, so obviously the Mark feat. And then finally John Skywalker for the days, so hopefully you can land some days, especially on the mall. Alright, let's hop into battle now, and let me show you how this battle goes. This by no means will be easy. I needed like I think 4 or 5 attempts to get this done, but you know eventually I did prevail. So I'm just gonna start off here with an AoE, get some nice ability blocks. I'm going to hide Revan in stealth, because when Revan is not in the leading slot he will not save himself. Now marking Piet, so that's mark number 1. I'm just trying to get Piet out as quickly as I can, and at the same time obviously you do want to start working towards your ultimate, because whenever Lord Vader pops their ultimate you will most likely want to pop yours as well. And then let's call now Jedi Anakin to assist. Hopefully we can get some healing immunity. Still no healing immunity on Piet, even though all those extra potency. There you go, finally landed. Come on, keep going after Piet now. Try to get him out. Come on, come on. So you can see landing their days on Maul really helped that he didn't get an extra turn because of his frenzy. Alright, let's go ahead. Mark number 2. Got Piet down, perfect. I'm almost at my ultimate now. I think 1 more inherited teachings and I should be there. Okay. But I'm just going to do an AoE instead, push back, get some ability blocks. Alright, perfect. My ultimate charge is full, so is Lord Vader's. He got his ultimate out, and now I'm going to get my ultimate out just to clear off all those debuffs. So that's really the goal here as well, that you charge up your ultimate, that you can pop it straight after Lord Vader goes into ultimate. Let's go ahead here, again, cleanse off all those debuffs. Here we go, mark number 3, go on Maul. Okay, I landed healing immunity there, perfect. So it looks like only Piet there has got very high tenacity, so he resists a lot those healing immunities, but on Maul we were able to land it straight away. I think I'm gonna save cleanse. We don't have that damage over times yet. I'm just going to go ahead, finish Maul, going after Darth Vader next. Let's go ahead, smack another AoE. Let's do an armor shred on Vader. Come on. There we go. Let's call Shakti there. Time for the cleanse. Let's put our Jedi Revan in stealth. Swap turn meter, cleanse. Let's go ahead, increase cooldowns on Vader. There we go. Mark number 4, I believe already. So yeah, way past the 3 mark required by this feat. There you go, big hit. So finally the stacking damage there kicking in, starting to do some big hits with my Jedi Master Luke in combination with Leader's Resolve, going all out on Lord Vader before he gets into another ultimate, got healing immunity on him as well. That helped a lot, finishing him off, and now just a case of taking down the lonely Royal Guard. And there you go, guys. I think I got 4 marks, if my count was correct. So definitely, you know, there you go, mark number 5, and that should do it. So there you go, mark feat as well complete. But yeah, by no means it was the easiest one to achieve. I think I need, like I said, 5 attempts to get it lined up, but in the end I was able to get it done. Alright, so let's move now on the next missing feat. So this one is you first have to complete a New Hope feat where you have to win 20 battles with Farm Boy Luke and Obi-Wan, and this then grants you data disk here, critical over, that then you use to get the critical over feat done. So one great team to do this is CLS. You just need to find a team here with Nest. You take out all the enemies, and then you just pretty much cheese all the attacks there on Nest, and you keep removing her turn meter. So you know, you just kind of put it on auto basic and you know, just let the battle time out. But first things, we gotta get these guys under control, right? They can still do some big damage here. There we go, push back Nest. Because for critical over, every time you do 5 critical hits, that character will get critical over buff, which means that on the next turn they have 100% critical damage extra, as well as remove 100% turn meter. So this will allow you to keep pushing back their turn meter on Nest, and then you'll be able to as well stun her at some point. Let's see if we can get a stun on her. Perfect. Once she's stunned, just put on basic, and these guys will just keep removing her turn meter. I'm speeding up the footage here so we're not here for 5 minutes, and you know, just let the battle time out. It will still count for your feats, so you can easily kind of cheese these 20 critical overs buffs in a single battle versus Nest. So there you go, pretty easy and straightforward with CLS. I'm sure there are other teams that can do it, but I just thought this should be the easiest thing really for me here to do. There we go, keep pushing. Yeah, there we go. You can see lots of critical hits, lots of critical overs, probably done way more than 20, but if you treat, it doesn't count. You have to wait for it to time out. So there you go, very easy to complete these 20 critical overs. So up next, this is massively overpowered, which you get for defeating 100 enemies with Vader and Jedi Knight Luke. So this one I was also trying to get it done in a single battle versus the same Nest team, so the idea was the same. We take out everybody first, and then we just have a lone Nest, and you know, then just keep attacking her, and hopefully she'll have enough bonus protection to survive all of that. Okay, oh boy, Yoda buddy staying there. Okay, all right, okay, here we go. Whew, gotta finish Zalbar off, guys. Come on. Who do I call first? Let's call Revan. There you go, massively overpowered there. Defeated Zalbar, going after Mission X probably. There we go. Let's spread some buffs. So anytime we gain 10 buffs, we will gain massively overpowered, and you have to do that 20 times. Definitely want to use Yoda and Basti combo there for lots of buffs. So here I'm trying now to cheese this versus Nest. Let's see if we can mark her. Obviously, I realized at that point that maybe this Jedi Knight Revan lead wasn't the best choice here to cheese this in a single battle, just because we reduced their Nest max health because of Revan's lead. So here's another battle as well. Padme with their Grandmaster Yoda is another great team for his massively overpowered. I think that first Jedi Knight Revan battle I got it done 15 times, so I just needed 5 more here with Padme. Because as well, you know, with Padme here we're getting lots of protection buffs from Padme, from Anakin, as well as Ahsoka, and then obviously we do have Grandmaster Yoda in here that can steal buffs, spread them, and before you know it, you know, you will have lots of massively overpowered buffs on your squad. Alright, let's go ahead and smash an AoE. Okay. Obviously, once you do start stacking, you'll be able to very quickly take these guys out. Okay, come on, there we go. Maybe another team to cheese versus would be, I don't know, Malak, because he's very durable, but he might wreck your team, I'm not sure. But this is just what I did, to be honest. Padme or Jedi with Grandmaster Yoda, I should be able to get it done quite easily. And there you go. I needed 2 battles to complete this one. Maybe Jedi could have done it if I wouldn't go for Jedi Knight Revan Lead. I think could do it in 1 battle as well. Alright, so now I just want to talk about a little bit about deployable cooling systems, because as you can see I got the max rewards here, and I want to show you the number of battle I needed. So I needed 202 battles to get to this point, but mind you, I actually could have done this quicker, because I'm pretty sure I wasted about 10 battles, winning 10 battles versus bosses when I was testing out different squads. So definitely you can get this done in less than 200 battles. And then also, actually, I didn't complete yet at this point the Galactic Republic feat here in Sector 5. And again, there was a few battles I wasted here working on Galactic Republic feat, whereas in the end I didn't need it. So I think if you are very, very efficient, you could get this done in 180, 190 battles easy. So why would you now chase that feat where you have to win 250 battles just to get deployable cooling systems? The amount of crystals you will spend, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not sure, is this a mistake, miscalculation on CG's part? Did they set it at 250 or they're just trolling us? I'm not sure what's happening really. I guess the only case where deploying cooling system would be worth it if, for example, you're struggling to defeat Lord Vader or Jedi Master Kenobi, so you can just first you know, do lots of battles to get deployable cooling systems, because I think Skaltarix actually tested this out. He posted a video with deployable cooling system data disk. He did this feat to get 250 battles, and those battles then versus Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi become trivial. So definitely check out his channel if you're interested to see how deployable cooling systems can help you against those. But for the rest of us that, you know, we were still able to get max crate without deployable cooling systems, it's simply not worth doing, you know, an extra 60-70 battles, because that's a lot of crystals on refreshes, like what, 500-600 crystals on refreshes just to get to this disc if you don't need it. So there we go. Deployable cooling systems, it's great to have it back, but I just wish it would be maybe like 200 battles, not like 250. So now, finally, what I want to talk about in this video, I want to show you how you can preload some energy at the end of Conquest for the start of next Conquest. So you can see this is footage from Conquest number 12. It's still, you know, the previous boss there. So what you will want to do is you will want to get your energy to be somewhere between 60 and 70, because then you'll be able to do 2 refreshes. If your energy, I believe, is above 72, somebody mentioned to me, then you can only refresh 1. So that's what I'm just doing here. My energy at the time of recording this was full at 144, so I just had to enter there. Was 4 battles, sorry, just go in the battle, retreat, just to waste that energy to get it down to 64, and then I was able to do 2 refreshes. So that's what I'm just doing here, just showing you how I was able to get this to work. Just go in, back out. I think I have to do it one more time here. Okay, there we go. Doesn't really matter who you go within, who you go up against. It's just a case of getting your energy to be like, you know, between 60 and 70 ideally, that you can then nicely preload 2 refreshes of energy for the next Conquest. Okay, here we go. So there you go, my energy is down to 64 now, so I'm just gonna do 2 refreshes here for 50 crystals, which will give me extra 240 energy, and now I ended up Conquest number 12 with preloaded 304 energy. They don't allow you to go past that. CG there, they don't like hoarding, it seems. So this is now showing recording beginning of Conquest number 13. So I just want to show you that this energy that I preloaded in Conquest number 12 right there, it's at 304, which obviously gives you a very nice boost in day 1 that you can, you know, quickly get through sector 1, just that you can get the ball rolling and jump ahead on, you know, making progress towards a lot of feats. So there you go, guys, that's all for today's video. It's probably the final Conquest video for Conquest 13. Obviously I'll be back whenever Conquest 14 returns, because remember, we were missing their critical over data disks that CG forgot to load into Conquest number 13, and they did confirm they will be loaded there for Conquest 14, but they didn't mention will this disk be in addition to the data disk we had, or will they be replacing potentially the debuff disks or something like that. Because if they remove the debuff disks or some of the other data disks that we were using now, which means that, you know, we'll have to create new guides because the different discs will be available. Now, crit discs, what they will do is give you bonuses whenever you critically hit enemies, which in theory is amazing, but remember, the two toughest battle in the whole Conquest were Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi, and they both have a lot of anti-crit in their kit, so landing critical hits on them, a lot of critical hits on them is a challenging thing, so they won't really help us out there. So I really hope that they will leave us with some data discs from Conquest 13, because otherwise, yeah, getting that done will be hard. But anyway, I'll be back with more Conquest videos when Conquest 14 returns, but until then guys, have fun, enjoy your red box, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.